Welcome back. Well, this powerful image taking the internet by storm. 100 Fort Worth police officers praying together before volunteering in Houston.
That's right. President Trump tweeting out the photo, calling those brave men and women heroes, rightfully so. Joining us now before heading down to Houston himself, Fort Worth Chief of Police, Dr. Joel Fitzgerald. Chief, thanks for joining us this morning. We really appreciate it. You said the Houston Chief of Police contacted you directly asking for help. Your response was not only to do that, but also to kneel in prayer first.
That's true. Good morning, Pete. Good morning, Abby.
Good morning.
It started out with a request that was answered because I reached out to him. I asked if he needed any help, he and Mike Merkel, the chief of Corpus Christi. And I got back with him on Sunday. He asked for 100 officers, and we wasted no time in accommodating his request.
You know what's I think the biggest story of everything that Houston and parts of Texas have faced this past week, Dr. Fitzgerald, is how the community has come together. They've come together and they've helped each other rebuild. Many of those that are suffering themselves, but they say, you know what, my neighbor is worse off than I am. I've got to go over there and I've got to help save them. What sorts of things have you seen now that you've been there on the ground and seen it firsthand?
Well, I can tell you that nothing makes us more apolitical than a natural disaster, and it's pulled not only our police department and community together, but communities all throughout Texas. Our officers are selfless. We know that. They know what they sign up for, but going down and seeing the things that they've seen, doing the things that they've done, assisting these Houston officers who are fatigued and tired is something that they'll never forget. And it's, you know, par for the course for what we do. But when you see citizens doing what they're doing, the Cajun Navy and other people going in to help rescue folks, those are powerful images. And it was really cool that the president acknowledged the power of what we had leaving here in the city of Fort Worth and going and being accepted in the Houston metropolitan area.
You mentioned those powerful images, but that tweet the president sent, that photo in the bottom right of our screen right now is an incredibly powerful image, and you go out and risk your lives on behalf of your community every single day. You're willing to go down to Houston as well. And the president has declared a national day of prayer tomorrow. What is it about prayer? Why is that a preface for you and your officers before you step out?
We have a group of pastors from many different faiths that support this police department. And, you know, they weren't asked to be there. They come in to our department to see our folks off and to wish them the very best. And, you know, prayer is powerful. We know that, and sometimes not accepted everywhere. But what we felt was that it was appropriate to bring those folks in and to allow them to have a few minutes to really say what they meant from their hearts about the sacrifices our guys are making to go down there for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks at a time. And it was accepted, and it was well embraced by our folks.
Well, we've got a live camera on Joint Base Andrews waiting for President Trump and his wife Melania to board Air Force One and fly first to Houston and then Louisiana. As a police officer, the chief of police in the city of Fort Worth, Texas, talk to us about the importance of the president physically being on the ground there in Houston. How does that boost the morale, not just of the police officers, but everyone there that has been suffering the past 7 days?
That's very powerful. We have a president now that obviously wants to be a part of the effort down in Houston, wants to see it for himself. I heard earlier interviews about he being a builder. I think he's going to bring a unique set of skills to the problem down there in Houston and be able to assess things differently. It does promote a sense of pride in our country. It promotes the sort of sense of service and leadership that we need in this time. And as I mentioned earlier, it makes us apolitical. This isn't a time to worry about whether we're blue or red or whatever. It's a time to all pitch in the spirit of what we're doing here in Texas and, you know, solve a problem.
Texas has taught a lot of us a lot of things this last week. Dr. Joel Fitzgerald, Chief of Police at Fort Worth, headed to Houston. Thank you for your time and for your service, sir.
Thank you for all you do.
Thank you. I just want to, again, thank every one of the individuals down there, especially from my department, but from other departments around this region that are piling down in to the city of Houston to assist them in this very, very tragic situation.
Very cool.
All right. It's a great point to make. Thank you so much for being
you,
with
sir.
us.